What up guys, IceTiger here, and today I'm going to give you guys some information based on the PlayStation's tier system, which is going to be for Essentials, Extra and Premium, and basically on what they actually give within those tier systems. So I'm using myself as a guinea pig to test out of the Premium one and seeing what that provides as well. This information might be a little bit delayed based on in the UK where I am. We have literally just got the tier system, so I want to see what they are actually providing, what they actually giving, and this is not going up against any of like the Xbox, the Nintendo, the PC, or any other tier system or platform. This is purely just going to be PlayStation and what they are going to provide for the different system. But because it is a little bit late, I am going to rewind not rewind, fast forward the video to the next day where I get to see the tier system, show you guys a little bit more information based on the tier system. But at the moment now, I'm going to get some sleep, so let's just fast forward to the point. Welcome back guys, relax, sit back, put your feet up, have a nice cup of coffee, and let's talk about the PlayStation tier system and if it is worth it. And in this experiment, I have paid out for the tier system, which is the premium on the top tier system, so you guys get to check out all the information based off of what they provide, so you guys don't have to. Or if you guys want to just check out the information to make your mind up what tier you wanted to go for and what games are provided, then I'm here to help. You may have seen some information out there as well for you, as well as I'm going to give you guys my opinion based on if it's worth it or not, and let's have a look and see what they actually are providing for us gamers on the different tiers. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the different tiers when it comes to Essentials, Extra and Premium. So what we are going to be talking today are going to be the top tiers, but just to show you guys the information on what you do get individually with different tiers is going to pop up on the screen, and then we're going to show you guys what you get with individually with the items. So when it comes to the extra one, the extra you do get game catalog. So when it comes to your games catalog, it means that you're going to be getting games such as Spider-Man, Batman, I think he had lines of like Uncharted 4, so all of the newish kind of games are on that tier system, which is going to be for Extra. And I'm assuming that next month when it gets released out, if you guys saw the State of Play release event, we're going to be getting Stray, which is going to be one of the newer games to test out. And if you have the Extra and or the Premium tier, you will actually get to play that on release date, which is going to be astonishing because I kind of want to test it out. So you guys might be able to see that if you see my Twitch channel when it does come out. But anyways, coming back to the information, that is literally what you get with the Extra. You get quite a lot of games, I think, with the Extra catalog tier. And then as we move up to the premium, you do get additional cloud streaming, which means that you get to play, I think, all the PS3 games, so you can stream it from your different devices. And then when it comes to the specification for the recommended spec to actually run the PC, I'm going to post this somewhere. I'm actually reading it off of a separate screen, but I'm going to post it somewhere in the corners or somewhere, that the recommended spec, because we're not going to go based on minimum, because you want to run it the way that you know, we're gamers, we want to kind of get the best experience, so we wanted recommended rather than minimum. But for recommended, it says for the operating system, and if you do still have this operating system, Windows 7 is going to be compatible, Windows 8 8.1, or it says and Windows 10, and I'm assuming as well, which I'm going to put somewhere here, Windows 11, because I do have a Windows 11 machine that I have tested and tried this on, and it does work. So all the operating systems up to from Windows 7 to Windows 11 will run perfectly. You will need along the lines of an i3 processor, or AMD A10 or faster, so perfectly fine if you have a newer machine which is an i3 or higher. Then you've also got lines have 300 megabytes of available storage, which is perfectly fine. You're okay. You're fine. 2 gigabytes of RAM. So all your machines, if you had a 4 gigabyte RAM machine, then that is perfectly fine. You're overqualified. You're overqualified for this, so you're perfectly fine as well for it. And obviously, sound card and USB port as well. They don't say within this as well that you do need a DualShock 4 controller on the PS4. So if you wanted to stream those games in from your PC or your mobile phone device, you do need a DualShock controlling thing to actually run it. But coming back to the lines of the cloud streaming, I've seen a lot of games when it comes to BioShock, Final Fantasy, Beyond Two Souls, Mafia 1, 2, 3, I think I've seen on there, Ape Escape, Dark Chronicles. You've seen Final Fantasy 10. There's a lot of games, but from jumping from lines of the essentials to play all the kind of the old school PS3, PS2, and PS1 games, one thing I would recommend is lines of, if you have a third of the game category that the games you want to kind of play and try out, if you have a massive list of those games you want to try out and everything, I would say try out, jump to the lines of the premium, because it is definitely worth it. But when it comes to the lines of, if you're not too fussed about the lines of playing all the kind of the older kind of games, the older generation games, I would say stick on to the middle tier, because then you get the PS5s or PS4 games, which are the newish ones, and they are really good, as well as long as you do get the monthly games as well. So when it comes to the lines of the higher tiers of the older kind of games, the cloud streaming, is it worth it? Personally myself, we're going to be looking at the lines of the pricing in a minute, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion as well. But one fact that I have not gone through as well, I've kind of left, and I don't think I've actually told you guys, or you might have seen this in the video, that you do get game trials. Now, game trials are if you wanted to try out any of the new games before you kind of buy them. That's how I'm going to be wording it, how I'm going to say it. It gives you 2 hours of gameplay. Now, I've seen there's new games which, such as Tiny Tina. If you wanted to trial them out, I think 2 hours of Tiny Tina is definitely a great game to play. Cyberpunk, I mean, Uncharted. There's a few games on there as well. If it was just purely paying more for the game trials, I would not recommend it. But because you have all the kind of older school games as well, catalogs, it does make it worth the jump up to the higher tiers. But this is only if you wanted to try out those games before you buy them, because those games can be a little bit pricey just to pay outright, where this gives you a bit more of a trial just to see what's out there, to try out new tastes. But purely that category on its own, the game trials, I wouldn't recommend it. I would probably say that would be better possibly for the middle tier, possibly. But yeah, again, it's how kind of PlayStation's kind of, or how Sony's kind of layered everything out, so it is down to them. And now we're going to go moving on to the pricing side of it. Now, I'm going to be saying this in the lens of my currency, but somewhere in the screen you guys will possibly see somewhere a little board with all different kind of pricing on them as well, and that'll give you the lines of the pricing in different areas such as stage, and it's all going to be there for you guys so you can kind of test out. But here I'm going to say my currencies. So when it comes to the essentials in monthly, it is £6.99, quarterly, which is £19.99, and then yearly, which is £49.99. When it comes to the lines of the PlayStation Extra, it comes to monthly, which is £10.99, quarterly £31.99, and yearly, which is £83.99. Then when it comes to the premium, this is the top tier, by the way, top tier which is going to be monthly, which is £13.49. So only a few pounds more for that kind of services. So monthly £13.49, quarterly is £39.99, and then yearly, which is £99.99. So for an extra few pounds to get all those old school games, as well as the game trials and the cloud services, for an extra few pounds, is it worth it? For the extra jump up, in my eyes, it's worth it if you have the long list, like I said, of games you want to play, which is the PS3, PS2, PS1. So that is normally down to you guys. And also, I'm just going to add as well, because they have brought out Stray, which is coming out next month. If you guys have looked into any of the information based off the state of play, if you guys want to check that out, the reaction video should be somewhere posted around here as well. But we're going to be getting Stray, which you get to play as a cat, which is going to be coming out next month. But in addition to that, my theory is if they're going to be bringing out games that are going to be released out, or if it's going to be exclusives or anything like that, or new ones, is hopefully, if they do eventually, bring out Final Fantasy 16 as well as Kingdom Hearts 4. Any of the Final Fantasy games to be put onto this tier list, and then also bring out Kingdom Hearts 4 when they do get released out in a few years. But as we can wrap this up as well for you guys, I'd just like to know if you guys do like this video. If you guys have any kind of questions or comments, or if you like to message at all down below, if you guys want to leave all your comments down below. If you guys like this video, then you can like it. Also, if you really like this video and you want to help support myself, the content creator IceTiger, if you guys would like to subscribe to the channel, that helps out massively. You have no idea how much, and it makes me feel good because you like my content. But like I said, with the tier system, we're going to be testing this out. For what I've done it as 3 months, so fingers crossed. In a month's time, I might do a follow-up video on how everything is going, see what they've added, see what they've taken away, and I'll keep hopefully a close eye on the content as well for you guys. As I'm looking down now, I gotta go and get some more coffee, so I'm gonna just wrap it up there for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more information on this channel. So gotta get my coffee. So I'll see you guys a bit later on. Go and check my other videos, they're great.